Hey YouTube, Nova Piper. On Saturday morning, don't know if it's going to rain or what. Smoking my Peterson 2012 Christmas pipe. Look at the grain. Look at it. Oh my God, look at that fucking grain. It does got some serious bird's eye on it though. And Maltese Falcon I got from Unicorn Piper. He was unloading a bunch of tobacco. It's in English. Some, I think it's got Red Virginia in it, but it's in English. I've been doing that lately. When I first light them, I just get a little whiff off the end of it. It smells completely different than it tastes. It smells very nutty. A nice smell comes off it. So this is the other pipe that I drilled the draft hole out on it. It's got a long one. So this is a really long draft hole on it. And I filled it halfway with some bald-headed teacher the other day just to try it, and it seemed to smoke pretty good. So I got her. This has a really deep. The bowl is really deep. You like it, you know. Goes down quite a ways. It's a longer smoke. So we're going to see if she gurgles. And it just gurgled, so it just gurgled, for fuck's sakes. But I did a hard draw on it and it disappeared. It sucked it up, I guess. Tobacco, it was a little wet in the can, so I laid it out, took a shower. Didn't seem too bad. Let's see how she goes. Yeah. This is coffee's from Bean Piper. This is the last of it right here. I made it too watery. It's my fault. That's how normal people would drink coffee, probably. You know what I always found with coffee? I know around here they always it was coffee and donut shops, and they don't go well together because the donuts are so sweet. It makes your coffee taste bitter. But what I do enjoy with my coffee, I used to do this all the time when I start my shift. I'd go to the gas station and get one of them bags of popcorn that they pop in them little machines with the chemical butter on it, very salty, and a coffee. And salty snack foods like popcorn, especially popcorn, goes really good with coffee. People thought I was nuts, and they say, "Here, try it." And they'd take a mouthful of popcorn and sip a coffee, and they'd go, "Holy shit, that's great." Try it. Really makes the coffee pop. I've been having a hard time with YouTube. I think they changed it again. I do all my videos on my phone, and I use the app, and I upload on the app. I used to do it on the computer, on my laptop, I only got that Movie Maker on one of my computers. And if the laptop's in the basement, or if I'm sitting at my desk and I just don't feel like using a laptop, or maybe I'm watching TV and I'm not want to pay attention to edit it and stuff. Sometimes I edit my videos, sometimes I don't. So I just use what do you call it? But yeah, and I don't check the emails. I have a special. I have Nova Piper 902 at Gmail for this. And that's all I use it for. But I never check the emails, and I'm missing comments, and so what I do is I always go back a few videos. Sometimes the alerts come up, but if I get rid of the alert and I don't pay attention, I lose the comment. I got a couple of hundred unread emails in there, and I'm really bad. So I'm trying to keep up on that a bit. Yesterday I had my camera, my digital camera, my DSLR, and I set it up. I hid it in a barbecue, so it was safe from the elements, but it was a nice day. And what I do is I come out every so often and I just look in the backyard, and the sun was at the right angles, and there's some flowers that grow out there. The old lady who used to own this house before I bought it, she owned that land up there, and she used to plant flowers and stuff, and she had it all grown in. So what are the perennials? They keep coming back every year. It's all grown in. It's not kept. It's not my property anymore. I sold it. Then that guy sold it. Anyway, I was just watching the angle of the sun coming in on the flowers, so I come out and I snap a few pictures every so often. So I have to take a look at them, load them up in the Lightroom, and I learned how to use a white card for the white balance. So it's gonna be fun. See all the pictures. My friend of mine, he's into it. I want to take him out and teach him about the exposure. They call it the exposure triangle. That's never what I called it. Rule of thirds, composition, shit like that. Tobacco's not too bad. I have to find some good burley blends. I remember I used to ask on the forums about aged burley flake, Solani aged burley flake. And everybody used to say, no, just get the Solani aged burley flake or the Wessex slices. Said you won't find a better straight burley. There's got to be some kind of like burley-based aromatics that I like. Amphora, rich aroma in the green pouch. I can try that. This isn't so bad. But yeah, that other Peterson smokes fantastic now that I drilled it. And this one's probably going to gurgle a bit, but it's still going to be a much better smoke. I know that. I guarantee you. Give it a shot anyway. I've been playing around with my little Raspberry Pi there yesterday, and I was writing Python scripts and playing with all these, hacking old electronics apart. Like old tape recorders and old radios. There's some components in there that would sound really good in my pedals, especially the diodes and op amps. So I'm harvesting. But I was playing around with my little breadboard there and the output pins, and I was programming them to turn LEDs on and off through different pins and all this kind of shit. Now I want to learn how to I'm programming the pins for output to send a current out of the pin. And now what I want to learn to do is use these pins as an input instead of an output. So I want to have a button. Let's say if I push the button on this pin, it will send a current out through this pin and light up an LED. You know, then maybe put if statements in, but if I push this button and then light up a different LED, or maybe let it stay on for a different amount of time or something like that. I want to test some conditions, you know. Yeah, give it a shot. You have the same LED on a pin, an LED hooked up to an output, then have two buttons going in the input, and depending which button I push determines how long that LED stays on. See what else I can do. I don't think I can. I think the amount of voltage is always constant on them pins. I don't think you can vary that. That's why I'm getting that Arduino, whatever it's called. So I think you might be able to change that. I don't know. I can't wait to get it. Programming microcontrollers. So anyway, something else I was looking at into last night that would be in my scope that I'd like to do is build a pinball machine from scratch, or buy an old junker and refurbish it. That'd be great. I could use them controllers, you program them, all kinds of fun stuff. I got to get that arcade cabinet finished first. It's all ready to go, all the parts, it works. All I have to do is assemble it, but I have to cut the arcade cabinet to get my joystick to fit in. Joystick is just one big, you know, I want to do 6, 8, a joystick and 8 buttons, a joystick and 8 buttons. 2 buttons on each side, and a roller ball in the middle, and like player 1, player 2. I bought it from X Arcade. It's all set up. I could have built one, but it's $200. And it works. I got it all set up on the Raspberry Pi. Everything works, the sound, all that. So now I just got to assemble it. I just don't want to be cutting that arcade cabinet. That's the scary part. I even got a coin door, a USB. It's a coin door. It lights up and you plug it into the USB. And when you drop a coin in it, it registers. But it only takes American quarters. Whatever happened to you guys in the US? Do you ever get a Canadian nickel sometimes? Funny, huh? Alright guys, gals, that's it for now. You all take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see ya.